You're listening to the Trade Show Insights Podcast, Season 14, Episode 7. I'm your host and exhibit marketing strategist, Marlis Arnold, bringing you tools to improve your exhibit results. On today's episode, brought to you by the Exhibit Marketers Cafe, we're talking about a subject that doesn't get a lot of attention, but is very important because without exhibitor appreciation and satisfaction, they're probably not going to stick around. According to the Center for Exhibition Industry Research, or CEIR, exhibitor retention across all trade shows is at 62%. Now, while that's not horrible, it does leave a lot of room for improvement. So that's why for my first time hosting Expo Chat, the weekly industry Twitter conversation, I chose to focus on how shows can satisfy exhibitor expectations and demonstrate how much they are appreciated and valued. You can view a transcript of the complete chat online. Just go to the show notes at tradeshowinsights.com and you'll find the link. But I wanted to dive deeper into this topic that I feel is too often taken for granted. Show organizers offer all kinds of excuses why they don't do more to build relationships with exhibitors, often beginning with the fact that they're too busy juggling the endless details of producing the show. Now, I get that. But when you strip everything down, isn't creating a team of satisfied exhibitors an essential part of that process? One of the primary reasons exhibitors don't return for future years is because they don't see value in the show, or at least not enough value to justify what they pay to be there. Smaller exhibitors or first-timers often feel especially ignored. Creating an environment that illustrates how valued all exhibitors are and how show management is there to help each of them be successful goes a long way towards cementing those long-term relationships. Remember, improve exhibitor ROI and retention won't be a problem. Now, during the Expo Chat, I asked which shows had formal exhibitor retention plans in place. Crickets. It was obvious that few shows are focused on this important strategy. So, how can shows make improvements in this area? First, nurture relationships from the start. Create a great exhibitor onboarding plan that includes finding out their goals and pointing them in the direction of appropriate resources and tools to accomplish them. Exhibitors, when was the last time someone from show management called to find out how they could help instead of simply wanting to sell you something? Next, find ways to make the exhibitors' jobs easier. Now, some shows have created more streamlined paperwork processes for exhibitors. Others, like the AAP experience, one of my client shows, researches prices on each item in the exhibitor kit to ensure that exhibitors get the best pricing. Above all, there needs to be ongoing communication so that exhibitors never feel like they've been abandoned once their check clears. Establish an exhibitor advisory council. Put together a group of 10 to 15 exhibitors from a cross-section of company types and sizes and exhibiting experience who gather to share their feedback and ideas for future shows. Then, show management listens and implements those suggestions wherever possible. Reward exhibitor loyalty. Provide perks like an exhibitor-only lounge and/or appreciation breakfast. Have high-level executives or board members within the organization stop by the booths to thank exhibitors for being part of the show. And remember that loyalty begins from that initial experience, so don't neglect first-time exhibitors. Make them feel special by giving them a gift or special recognition. After all, you never know who's small today that will become an anchor exhibitor one day down the road. And finally, provide exhibitor education. You knew I'd have to include that one, right? This begins long before the show opens with training on how to improve the look of the exhibit, inform staff how to interact with attendees, make their presence known with pre-show marketing, and more. Many shows offer this in the form of webinars, but some actually hold in-person events that include cost-saving tips from service providers along with a tour of the show venue. If you want more information on how to implement some of these strategies, just contact me. I'd be happy to help. And if you know of a great exhibitor retention strategy in place, either at your show or others you've heard about, please share that in the comments. And if you're an exhibitor, what elements would you like to see at the shows you participate in that would make you more loyal and more likely to return? Share your thoughts at tradeshowinsights.com. If you enjoyed what you heard today and would like to spread the word about the Trade Show Insights podcast, please take a minute to leave a rating and/or review in iTunes. This helps to boost visibility so more people will find the show. Trade Show Insights is protected by the Creative Commons copyright license. You may feel free to share this recording with colleagues or embed it on your own blog as long as it is shared in its entirety and is not used for commercial purposes. To learn more, please see the link in the sidebar of the show notes at tradeshowinsights.com. Well, that's it for this episode of Trade Show Insights. Be sure to check out our show notes and archives at tradeshowinsights.com. You can also connect with me using the social media links or contact page on the site. I'm Marlis Arnold. Thanks for listening, and be sure to join us next time for more tools to improve your exhibit results.